Welcome to another Outside the Box tutorial video. I'm Rachel Tessman from StampYourArtOut.com, and I'm here once again to share with you a few alternate project ideas with the contents of the March 2017 Paper Pumpkin Kit from Stampin' Up! Titled Bunny Buddies. This is what came in the kit. Supplies for making 9 bunny bags and 9 mini cards. All the cut and scored papers, stickers, cloth bags, pom-poms, mini clothespins, special adhesives, envelopes, the basic gray ink pad, and this coordinating stamp set, which you can add to your collection and use over and over again. If you intend to make the projects as shown, all you need is a pair of scissors, your clear block for using your stamps, which gets shipped with your first kit, and the enclosed directions, of course. The directions even have a link to a how-to video. These were the first kits 4 years ago. You have come a long way, Paper Pumpkin. Happy birthday. Paper Pumpkin kits are designed with the beginning crafter in mind because everything you need is inside the box. But any level of paper crafter would love them because what I do is share even more ideas that you can make with your kit contents. I appeal to those who want to go beyond and stretch their creativity. I'll be using a few extra Stampin' Up! Supplies as I share my unique projects, but you can find these extra items listed below and linked to my online store. If you're viewing this video on YouTube, look in my video description below for links to getting more information about Paper Pumpkin kits, getting your monthly subscription started, my website where I've shared close-up photos of these great project ideas, and more information about our upcoming April 2017 kit. I hope you like what I've come up with. Let's get started. Welcome to my second video for this month's Paper Pumpkin Kit. Yes, I did another one, and you'll want to check that one out because that one has the intended little bunny bag project in it and some fun alternates using that bag. I'm going to do another alternate with the bag. And so I'm going to take my basic gray ink pad out and we're going to stamp a couple bunny ears. Now this is very, very simple and easy, and if you are going to someone's house for Easter, you'll want to consider this as maybe a host gift, something to give to the person who is going to hold your Easter dinner or Easter luncheon. So just a simple little bag here that we're going to stamp a few images on. Just says Happy Easter. Easy, right? Okay, then we just fill it with candies. And you'll want to be kind of strategic in where you place your candies because the candies can make it hard to read your Happy Easter thing. So I'm putting in there a little flat. They have flat bottoms on the bottom. I gotta love the Easter candy that's out there. This is Dove chocolates. Okay, so we're gonna just shove them in there so they're nice and flat on the bottom. And then we're gonna take that bottle of wine and we're gonna just wrap the bag right across. Oops. And wrap the bag right across. I'm trying to do it so that you can see here. Well, maybe you can see anyways. Okay. And then you just take and you clip it in the back with that clothespin that comes in the kit so it holds it shut. Actually, I'm going to clip it on the bottom here. There we go. And then what you have is just a fun little baggie with chocolate and wine, and it just says Happy Easter. It's super simple. I mean, you could make it more decorative, but I just wanted to share the idea of it because I have so many ideas that I want to share with you in this video. So I keep tilting it and it's twisting around, but hopefully you get the idea of that. You could even throw money in there if you don't want any of these bumpy little candies in there. All right, next project. I'm going to share with you one other idea with the bag. And I actually got inspired by a project that I saw online. And if I was going slower, it would be a lot neater and more even. And then we're going to take some of this crochet trim ribbon and we're just going to tie on one side. Trim up the ends a bit. And now let's decorate this cute little purse. Now I would say this would be great for like a little girl's doll. They could have a little purse for their doll, or if they want to make the handle longer, they could make a purse for themselves, like a little mini coin purse. So now we'll take these petal pieces and we'll just add some accents to the insides of the flower. And then I'm adding one of the glue dots from the kit to the inside of the flower. And we'll just put a little pom-pom accent in there. So now we have a fun little flower purse. And here's another version of that. Cute. Little girl would love that. Before I share with you the next projects, I wanted to point out that the Bunny Buddies kit has 3 colors from the same family of colors. The Sweet Sugar Plum, Peekaboo Peach, and Dapper Denim all come from a family of colors called the 2016-2018 In Color family. And so you can see right here, just by buying this variety pack of cardstock, that you would get 3 of those colors. So it's nice. Everything is together. In fact, in this designer series pack of paper too, you'll get 3 of those colors that you need for the kit. 2 others, the Emerald Envy and the Flirty Flamingo, are colors that I'm sure you'll use anyways, but I just want to point out that this is great that they're all from one family. Also in the ribbons, we have ruched ribbon, which is that scrunched up ribbon, and that is available in those 3 colors as well. And then I wanted to bring out this product and this product here. This is a pack of designer series paper, and you can see that the patterns that are in here are very similar to the Bunny Buddy patterns. This is called the Playful Palette Designer Series Paper Stack. It's 6x6 paper. And in there you will get the Peekaboo Peach and the Sweet Sugar Plum colors. So it's a nice extra product to add if you wanted to do some supplemental things with your kit. Okay, the next project that I'm going to share with you is a card. For this card, I'm bringing in a few extra supplies. You'll need the Stampin' Trimmer. Grid paper is going to help. The snail adhesive. Then, of course, you'll want to clean off your stamps. You should always have one of these kinds of tools. It's a Stampin' Scrub and then the mist cleaner. And you wash on one side, dry on the other. I'm just going to set that aside for a minute. And then I'm bringing in some ribbon. This is our silver 1/8 inch metallic ribbon, Whisper white cardstock, some basic black, and then some silver foil sheet paper. Okay, so we're going to start with our card base, and it's going to be black. So we're going to go ahead, you know what, let's cut it this way this time. Then you can see the 2 different directions when I show you the second sample. Okay, so we're going to cut it at 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches, and then we'll fold that piece in half at the 5 1/2 inch mark, because 11 folded in half is 5 1/2. All right, so now we've got our card base piece, and we'll set that aside for a minute. And then we'll take our Whisper White, and we'll cut a piece that is 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. And another piece that is 4 1/4 by 3 1/2 for the inside. For the silver, we're just going to make that slightly larger than the piece that is going on the front of the card. So we're going to make this 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. Now we'll grab one of our whites. They're both the same size, so it doesn't matter which one. And we're going to bring in some stamp pad colors. Now I'm going to be using Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, and Pool Party, but you can use any colors for this because it's the rest of the pieces are black and white and silver, and so really any color ink pads that you have that are pastel or Easter colors will work great. We'll start with the Pool Party, and we're going to bring in our egg stamp from our stamp set. Now this is where the grid paper will come in handy. So what you'll want to do is line up your Whisper White cardstock on your grid paper. And I'm just going to follow this dark line down the middle here, and we'll stamp going across. Now this line here, this other dark line, is going to guide me, but you can have that further up, you can have it further down, wherever you want it. I'm going to have it beyond the halfway point so that it's right about here. So that would be 1, 2, 3. It's 3 inches from the bottom. Okay, ink up your stamp, come in and stamp it. Just eyeballing as you go, going across here. Like that. And then you'll clean off your ink and you'll switch to your next color. I'm going to go with Daffodil Delight next, but this time I'm going to shift my eggs so that they are not lining up exactly underneath each other. I'm going to shift them over so that this polka dot one is between these 2 polka dot ones. And then I can stamp on either side like that. Now we'll switch to pink. The next step is to bring in your basic gray ink pad that you have from your kit. And as I always tell people, I use my bigger stamps because it's a lot easier for me to just stamp it down with one hand and not have to worry about holding the spot during the video. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this Happy Easter up in the corner. And we'll take our cardstock and our snail adhesive. And we'll add just a little bit in each corner. Grab our silver foil paper. And then after we've mounted onto our silver foil paper, we're going to go ahead and add our ribbon. And you can just bend your cardstock a slight amount to shift your ribbon where you want it to go. And then we'll add this to our card front piece, our basic black card front piece. And you can see that the basic gray ink goes really well with basic black. It almost makes it look like that ink is a black ink. So if you don't have basic gray cardstock, any kind of black cardstock will coordinate just fine. And this just goes on the inside. And now you have a simple, sweet Easter card to send to somebody. I want to show you another version. This is what I did with basic gray cardstock and the Whisper White, of course. And then I used the inks that coordinated with the kit. So I pulled out my Sweet Sugar Plum, my Peekaboo Peach, and then this one here is not Dapper Denim, but it goes really well with Dapper Denim. It's a lighter version of it. It's called Marina Mist. So that's how I did those 2 cards. And that's just the twine from the kit. So super simple, super easy. These kits are about $20 per month, including the shipping. And you can subscribe for many or even just 1 month. There's no obligation. So I encourage you to give it a try. I offer new ideas for each month's kit. And if you subscribe with me as your demonstrator, I send you even more ideas each month that are exclusive to my subscribers only. This next project is super quick and easy because most of it's already done for you. It's featuring the stamp set called Brushwork Alphabet that I shared in the first of the 2 videos. So I didn't have the project ready for the first video. I should have shared it then, but I didn't. I want to give you a quick tip on stamping these ears so that you can have the inside of these smaller of the 2 ears filled with these papers. So what you can do is you can take and peel back this sticker sheet and reveal just one of those pieces like that. And then you can take your stamp, ink it up with your basic gray ink from the kit, and stamp it right over the top, lining up everything like that as well as you can. Okay? And you can see that the ink didn't stick onto the sticker sheet backing. You can wipe that away. So as you peel this up, peel it up carefully because you don't want that stuff to get on you. In fact, you can wipe that off with a tissue later. Okay, and now you can see that we just have a small little marking on here that will help guide us in cutting this piece to size. And if you cut it with the the gray outline still in there, that's okay. Because when you connect it with the ears that are already stamped on your paper or project or whatever, it can just meet up with those lines that are on there. So here you can see the Brushwork Alphabet and how I used it with this card. And then I'll just fit this piece in here like that. And what we have is, I'm just going to use my bone folder to crease it a bit. What we have is a little place card setting for when people come to visit for Easter. You can make a bunch of these little place cards and have them sitting around the table, along with that fun little bunny bagalope treat that I shared in the first video. So there's another project. We have a product from our Occasions catalog that's sold out pretty quickly. It's these little egg carton containers. They're so adorable. You can actually spritz them to color them. You can, decorate them however you want. You can stamp on them. But they are on kind of a delay right now. We do not have enough shipments to cover all the back orders. And so by the end of March, hopefully when this video airs, they will be available again. So it's cute. You're gonna love it if you can get your hands on some of these. It's a great way to give an Easter gift. You can fill it with candy or small eggs or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna decorate it up. And what I've got here is a note card that I kind of messed up on. So we're gonna use the white side of it and a couple punches. This is our 1 3/4 inch punch. And we're just going to punch out a large circle from this. And then we're going to use a smaller punch, 1 3/8 inch circle punch. This one's a good size, by the way. If you don't have any punches, oh, we can't do it there because we can see the marker coming through. If you don't have these punches, for sure I would recommend this one or something similar in size. We're going to make a cute little bunny. Then we're going to use the rest of the scrap here of this card and we're going to stamp a couple ears. So let's take our basic gray ink pad out. And we need a long, tall ear. Oh, and you'll want to make room for that ear to connect to something. So I should have stamped it up a little bit higher. That's okay. So we're going to stamp those and you're going to fussy cut those out with your paper snips. The next step is to stamp the face and color the ears. So I brought in the Sweet Sugar Plum ink pad. We're going to go ahead and give that a little bit of a squeeze and open it up. And now we have a little bit of color in the lid of our pad. We're going to grab a blender pen. This is an awesome tool. You will love it. And you're just going to come in and grab a little bit of color from the lid of the pad. And you'll start at the bottom or the base of the ear where you want the darkest color. And you'll just go up like this and blend the color up into the ears. And now we've got a fun little pink accented ear. Let's do the same thing to the other one. And there you can see a little slight color in there. And now we'll go ahead and stamp the face of our bunny. We're going to use the Sweet Sugar Plum ink for the nose and mouth area. And the basic gray for the whiskers and the eyes. And then we'll want to stamp the body. This is going to be the body of our bunny. And we're going to stamp that with Happy Spring. And we'll stamp it towards the back. Keep getting ink on my fingernails. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and assemble our bunny. So we're going to take our adhesive, fast fuse, and dimensionals, and then I'm going to bring in some of this wonderful, this is our Cucumber Crush Color twine. So let's start with the ears. Let's attach those to the back of the head. So you'll notice that I put a bunch of this fast fuse adhesive over the back side of the body. That's because I want to add some loops of this Cucumber Crush twine. And we're just going to have that coming out and around here. And then to the back side of this, we'll add some dimensionals. Like that. Super cute, super easy. And if you open it up, you can actually fit little miniature eggs inside. Adorable, right? The last project for this video is the 12 by 12 scrapbook page layout. When I opened the kit, I saw those rabbit ears that had the multi-colors on them, and they weren't floating my boat, I have to admit. I didn't want to use them for the rabbit ears, so instead I decided to take a piece of Peekaboo Peach cardstock and my bowl in my kitchen and a pencil, and I traced a circle. I cut it out, and then I took all those ears and I attached them to that circle. And you see what I made? I made a big, huge flower. So this is what you'll need. You'll need the Peekaboo Peach cardstock or something similar. I'm also bringing in the Dapper Denim. These two colors are coordinating with the kit. And then I got some Cucumber Crush Green 12 by 12 cardstock. You could use, really, I mean, it doesn't have to be the exact colors, but this is what I'm using. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glitter. Let's just move this off to the side for a minute. I'm going to take some glitter, and I already have it in a little container here so it's easy to just pour back in. This is our Dazzling Diamonds glitter, and if you just pour it right on, it sticks and it's lovely and it's pretty. I don't know, can you see that? Hopefully. So I'm going to go ahead and add this glitter to every petal. Now if you don't want to do that, you could also use the embossing buddy and just tap the embossing buddy on your flower, and that will also remove some of the stickiness but keep your petals just white. And then I wanted to make sure that the glitter was embedded into all the sticky areas of that sticker, of the stickers. And I'll give it a quick tap and get off any excess. Glitter is one of those things that is not commonly used in scrapbook pages, I have to tell you, because it can scratch photos. So you want to keep, once you have the glitter on there, you want to embed it, and you want to make sure that it's not real close to your photos, or it's not in a book that's going to get manipulated a lot for the glitter pieces to fall around and get loose, okay? All right, let's clean up this mess. Next step is to take your Dapper Denim cardstock and trim it down to photo-size pieces. I like to use 4 1/8 by 5 1/2 for a lot of my photos because I develop mine in the true digital size, which is 4 by 5 3/8, so it's just perfect. 5 1/2 by 4 1/8 is the perfect mat. So I took one full sheet of Dapper Denim and I cut 4 of these out, and then I cut out a couple that were just 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 and one that was 2 3/4 by 4 1/4, and this is what I came up with. And I laid them out on my papers the way I thought that they would look best along with this flower. So I took the flower and I laid it on here. I wanted it to be partially on the left side and partially on the right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this one here, and then I'm going to cut off this section and attach it there. Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Now I'm going to make a little mini flower. So I'm bringing in one of the circle punches again, and I'm taking the 1 3/8 inch circle punch. What I did is I punched it out of the cardstock that comes in the kit. So this is just one of the pieces from a card, and I got a white circle. Then I'm going to take these items here, the little inserts for the ears, and make them go around this circle. This time I want the actual Peekaboo Peach color showing and the inside of the flower to be white. Okay, now that all the petals are on that little mini flower, we can attach it to our page. And I'm going to use some of this green twine again, the Cucumber Crush, and I'm just going to put a little bit of it under the flower before I stick it down. And I think what I'm going to do is have it wind into and underneath this piece of cardstock right here. So we'll just trim that off. And we've got a title that we need for our page, right? So we're going to stamp on here, Happy Spring, because this definitely could be a springy photo page layout. There we go. And this can just tuck behind this flower somewhere. And let me go ahead and get the fun glue out. I love this glue because you can do so much with it. This is the fine tip glue pen, and I think I instructed you on the last video how to close it. There's this little tiny point at the top, and you want to make sure that you're getting this needle back into that point when you put the cap on. Okay, I have to wear reading glasses now, so what I do is I feel it. I put my finger right up to it, and then I guide the needle in. That way you don't have to strain your eyes if you're like me. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and figure out where this flower stem is going to go to. Maybe we'll make it curve a little bit too. So then we'll just add some glue. And because I didn't put a ton of adhesive underneath my photo mats, I never do, just in case I have to move them or whatever, I was able to lift up this corner and tuck the cucumber crushed green twine underneath. Okay, we're going to do this flower and then we're going to let it dry, and I'll be right back. Okay, my green twine is now starting to dry into the glue, and I'm adding these perfect white accents. Remember, I added those by taking the sticker backings off on my Project Life layout, so I thought it'd be fun to add them to this page layout as well, as is. And you could do some journaling up in here. But let me show you the whole finished page then. I like what I did. So you can see that I added some little curlies over here too. The same thing, I just put the fine tip glue pen and did a little line, a swirly line, so that I could add some more of those little stem pieces going on the page. So there's my layout. Now if you want to leave this as is, you can, or you could cut a photo. And I didn't do a very good job, but I found another bowl that was Wolverine. I found another bowl that was a little bit smaller than my first one and traced that. And so you could trace this a smaller bowl over one of your photos and put a photo in that spot as the main photo of your layout. Okay, yay, love it. Did I make too many projects this time? Anyways, thank you for watching. It builds creativity to think outside the box. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can catch more paper pumpkin videos that I've shared using past kits and more that I'll share with future kits. Also, be sure to visit my blog at stampyourartout.com so you can view close-up photos of these projects and see photos of other paper pumpkin kit ideas. If you're watching my video on YouTube, look for links in my description below. And to see some extra exclusive project ideas, get your paper pumpkin subscription started with me as your demonstrator. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. Now I'd like you all to go and stamp your art out. Bye-bye.